Hi friends, it's Jen from Jen's Extraordinary Life. Welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited about what we're going to do today. I don't know why we haven't done this sooner. I'm going to make this awesome chicken poppy seed casserole. I don't know why I haven't done this before. It's so good, but I cooked up a bunch of chicken for meal prep yesterday and was going through my head about the things I was going to do with the chicken. And I thought, well, I haven't made that chicken poppy seed casserole in a hot minute, so I'm going to make that. And then I realized I haven't shared it with you guys. I don't know where I got this recipe. I don't remember. And I don't even remember if I follow it the way the recipe is written, but I do it the way that Jen does it. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I do. And I'm going to put my recipe in the description below. This is so easy. It comes together really quick. You probably have everything in your pantry already. And there's lots of shortcuts. So let's just get to it. You're going to need a 9x13 baking sheet or baking dish. I can't even talk today. Baking dish. I'm going to spray it with some cooking spray. I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees. So you're going to want to do that. Then in a mixing bowl, I'm doing it in this batter bowl because it measures, has measurements on it, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. I've got 5 cups, I don't know if you can see that, but 5 cups of shredded chicken in here. I might have wanted to use a bigger bowl, but we're gonna go with this. And to that, oh, the shredded chicken. So this, like I said, this is a bunch of stuff I cooked up for meal prep. I pop it in the slow cooker frozen. I took it right out of the freezer, stuck it in my slow cooker and let it cook all day frozen in a cup of chicken stock, not chicken broth, chicken stock, but you could do it in chicken broth. And then I take it out and shred it in my KitchenAid. If you haven't seen me do that, I will put a link to that video in the description as well. Makes it so easy. And then I divvy that up into different portion sizes in Ziploc bags, pop it in my freezer, and then whenever I need chicken for a recipe, I've got it already prepared and I don't have to deal with it. So, all right, 5 cups of shredded chicken. Now you could use a rotisserie chicken instead if you didn't want to do all of that. You didn't want to cook it all up or you didn't have any on hand, just go grab you a rotisserie chicken. Super easy. To that I am going to add 1 cup of sour cream. And this is a 16-ounce container, so I'm just going to put half of it in there. I'm not even going to measure it. It's going to be close enough. So half of this container. All right. Set that aside. You're going to add 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. Now, what casserole can't a woman make with some cream of chicken soup? I don't know. There's so many, right? So we're just going to add that. Oh, look at that. It just popped right out. Awesome. When that happens. Let me go ahead and start mixing this, and then I'll put the other can in there just to get it kind of going a little bit. All right, so 2nd can of cream of chicken. Again, the recipe will be in the description, so you'll have all the things that you need listed there and how much of them. You also need a cup of shredded Parmesan, not grated, shredded. I mean, I guess if you didn't have shredded, you could probably use grated. Look at there, I have right at about a cup left in this. Could that be more perfect? I think not. So put that in there. And then this is the secret recipe, secret ingredient. I don't know if it's secret, but anyway, a tablespoon, that's a heaping tablespoon, whatever, close enough, of poppy seeds. And then a teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm not gonna go crazy with this. So we're gonna actually measure this legit. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, because nobody has time for that kind of breath, right? And then salt and pepper to taste. What is to taste? Well, how much pepper do you want? How much pepper do you like? That's what it is. I like a lot of pepper. So, there you have it. That's probably a little over a teaspoon. I don't know. And then I'm just putting some coarse sea salt in this. And the only reason I'm putting this salt in here is because I'm going to use butter later, and it is unsalted butter. If I was using salted butter, I would not put that salt in there probably, because that would be a lot of salt. All right, so that's it for the casserole ingredients, mixture, whatever you want to call it. So you just mix all that up and get it good and combined. You could do this probably in your stand mixer. I feel like that'd be a little bit overkill. I'm just gonna do it in a mixing bowl with my oven's preheated, perfect timing. I'm just gonna do it with my elbow grease. And you wanna get it well combined. It will go ahead and finish, you know, combining itself in the oven, but we're giving it a head start by making sure that chicken is evenly coated as best we can. All right, so that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to take a 9x13 pan. Oops, some of it jumped out. Take my 9x13 pan that I have already sprayed with cooking spray, and I'm going to pour this poppy seed chicken casserole gooey goodness in here. I don't know what it is about poppy seeds, but I feel like they just make everything happy. Okay. Let me move my lid out of the way. So you're just going to take your chicken and spread it out in this pan to a flat, flat-ish, best you can. Get it good and smoothed out. I'm going to go ahead and get everything off of this spatula because we don't want to miss a drop of this chicken. It's so good. Okay, there we go. That in there. And then it calls for 2 sleeves of Ritz crackers on the top, but I don't have the regular sleeves. I have the stack'ems, or what do they call them? Fresh stacks is what they call them. And I don't think 2 is really equal to 1 regular sleeve. Maybe it is. So I pulled out 5, we're gonna see. And I just break them up right in the bag. You could transfer these to a Ziploc bag if you're feeling saucy and beat them up with a rolling pin. We ain't doing all that. I just break them up in the bag. And then, so how much do you need? You need as much as it takes to cover the top of this. That's what we're going with. Whether that's going to be 4 or 5 of these sleeves or 3 of these sleeves, I don't know, but we're about to find out. The fresh stacks is something we switched to probably when the kids were in high school-ish. Just found that we were wasting a lot of Ritz crackers because, I mean, they're good and all, but who can eat a whole sleeve in one sitting? You just can't. And if you have children, you know that they don't always put things away in an airtight container, like Tupperware or a Ziploc or something like that. So we had all these partially opened things of Ritz and club crackers. And I said, no more. We're putting a stop to this. We're gonna get the small ones. And then we weren't wasting as much. And so I just never have gone back to the full size unless they don't have the fresh stacks in stock. So again, if you have a regular sleeve of Ritz, it's about 2 sleeves for this casserole. If you have fresh stacks, I think we are going to be able to get by with 4. Looks like. But I mean, I guess if you wanted it extra crunchy on top, you could put another roll. You do you. I don't judge. Last one. Put that on there. And then in the meantime, I have already melted 1 whole stick of butter. Again, I said I melted an unsalted stick. Usually I would do salted, but I didn't have any salted thawed. So unsalted is what I had. So I'll put some salt in my casserole. All right, so I spread this out nice and evenly-ish. And then, okay, some recipes, people say take all of this, put it in your butter, mix it up, and then stick it on there. I don't mess around with all of that. I'm just going to take this butter and as evenly as I can, just kind of distribute it over these crackers, making sure I get to the corners. I mean, it's going to spread out in the oven, let's be honest. It's going to spread out anyway. And I feel like my time is more valuable than all that mess. That is it, folks. How easy was that? That was 10 minutes it took to get all that together and make it. I mean, by the time you get all the ingredients out of your fridge and your pantry and everything, you may be looking at 15 minutes. Now, I'm gonna pop this in the oven and let the oven do all the work. You're gonna put it in a 350-degree oven for 30 to 35 minutes. You'll see, it'll be bubbly. The crackers will look like they're starting to brown and everything, and it'll look delicious. And then you pull it out and then you let it rest before you dive into it. You're gonna wanna dive into it. You're gonna say, that smells good, I wanna eat it right now, but don't do it. Let it rest for about 10 minutes and then dish it up. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna put this in the oven and I'm gonna come back after I've pulled it out and let it rest 10 minutes and we'll show you what it looks like. So hang tight. All right, I'm back. It's been very tempting, but I let it sit for 10 minutes. It's still so hot, so I'm gonna dish some of it up and show you. I wish you could smell it. So good. It is so creamy. Again, those poppy seeds just pretty much make everything happy, right? All right, so I'm gonna taste it now because why not, but we're gonna serve this. So good. I'm gonna serve this with a side salad and some green beans. Serve it with whatever you want. Oh, and some strawberries. I'm putting some strawberries in my salad because I feel like strawberries and poppy seed like have a little bit of a love affair going on. At least they do in my house. So I'm gonna put some strawberries in my side salad and eat these with that and some green beans. But can you see? It's so yummy. Okay, I'm gonna taste it. Not that I don't know what it tastes like, but it's been a hot minute since I made it, so, and it's hot. Y'all, it's good. Buttery crunchiness of the Ritz crackers and the butter on the top, married with that perfectly coated chicken and creaminess. And the Parmesan cheese. You know I like cheese, but Parmesan, we're friends. All right, well, that's it for the chicken poppy seed casserole. I hope you try this recipe. I would love to hear what you think about it. Leave me a message in the comments and let me know. And I'm going to put a link to some of the things. For the recipe, I'm going to put that in the description, and then I'll put a link to my video on how to prepare the chicken ahead of time that I talked about earlier. And that way you can give that a try. But I thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you guys. Like, comment, share, you know, all the good things that we need. And until next time, I hope you have an extraordinary life. Bye-bye.